Probably.
You guys also went inside the tower, solved some puzzles, found some neo-magical items, including a cracked rod, black rod with some blood on it, and a few glowing little points. Is there a black chair over there?
No.
Oh, well, you can get a black chair from upstairs in the closet if you want one. There's one in there too. You guys also found a couple other things. You found a giant vorpal axe.
Where's your thing? Your board.
He doesn't use one.
You guys also found
Closet.
upstairs in right next to the front door in that closet. There's
The
a
shoe
whole
closet.
Okay.
You found some potions. There's 3 potion seller potions. You also found something truly horrific and killed it. So yeah, that's pretty much the rundown.
We delivered the potion.
Yeah, delivered the potion, divine intervention. God came down and told the monster that he didn't want to be with him anymore. Choosing Martin instead. And so yeah, that's how it went down. And then it exploded. So yeah, here you stand, covered in filth, feeling disgusted yet triumphant.
If Vance were here, he would prestidigitate all this.
One section at a time.
So who am I? Astroth. No. Vexlar. Okay. Vexlar's taking a break today. I want to focus on him so that it'll give me a little more knowledge for when I DM on Monday.
You don't have to interact too hard. So,
what time of day is it?
yeah, you guys entered the tower right as it was getting dark and the full moon was rising.
A regular Pepsi or
Yeah,
regular Pepsi?
I think we should just try and find a place to rest.
I'll try to make one.
Well, this room smells bad and it's covered in goo.
Yeah.
Hey, Voyage Shauna, how's the attic?
Voyage is not up there anymore.
Oh,
Well, how was the attic?
She jumped out of a hole.
Marceline, how's the attic?
He
Holy.
jumped out.
Yeah.
Where I found this.
Yeah, like, job's done. Monster's dead. Yeah, it stinks. She wants to leave.
Well, let's find a different floor. We can probably rest on a lower floor that doesn't stink as bad.
All of a sudden, the light starts to dim.
Sun's going down.
Sun's getting real low.
Real little big guy.
Do we have the island still on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it was back up.
It was raised back up.
I didn't say that. Did I?
Yeah,
No,
because
Shauna did.
he raised his hand to lift it back up.
Yeah, he rose it back in the air.
Oh. Okay, it's back in the air then.
Apparently it doesn't.
How did it come down?
There's a
Crashed
control
it.
thing.
Oh.
That's where she is. She's waiting by the control. Just waiting for everybody to come back out.
Alright. I'll say that out of the shadows, right next to the body, as the darkness like overwhelms the lighted candles, you see the outline of a hooded figure next to the body. The main mass.
Wee bit.
The focal point.
The focal points
Next to the intesticle.
Yes, the intesticle.
Alright. So, who all's in this room? Everyone's like,
Everybody but Marceline
I
and
went
me.
down the stairs.
Sorry.
She jumped out of the hole and I went to the stairs.
slips on the goo.
Oh, so everybody's here to say a voice on it.
I'm in there somewhere.
Yeah, somebody's supposed to give you a ride. Are you dressed in church clothes?
And a voice that's familiar to some of you
Jacob, clean
whispers from the hooded figure, which raises its hood, and you see a bone white skull.
Hey! Hello, Death.
Long time no see.
Why didn't you visit when I died?
I typically handle the deaths on the material plane. I have helpers in other planes.
I guess I was in the Shadowfell.
By the way, Denazio was rather offended when you threw down her tea.
You should feel so awful.
You really should
Can
apologize.
you ask Jacob to get me my charger from upstairs?
I will consider it. Thank you for informing me.
Of course. But the real reason I've come here today was to inform all of you that something has gone very, very wrong. And I think maybe, possibly, you may have had something to do with it. You see, it was about a week ago. I was minding my own business, taking the dead to be judged, when I came upon a soul that recently deceased popped up, and I was going to guide him over to the other side, when all of a sudden, the next thing I knew, he had a hold of my scythe. And then he disappeared. And he took it with him.
Was this soul crooked?
It was a doppelganger. Not a human soul, but that of a monster which changes shape. But, just a few moments later, he reappeared again. This time he was definitely dead, as he did not return back to life that time. And I was there when he died, and I saw all of you there with him. So my question is, do you have my scythe?
No. I remember the doppelganger. I beat his teeth out. But there wasn't any scythe.
That is disturbing news indeed. For as long as I don't have that scythe, I will not be able to fully...
Ambulate.
I will not be able to forcefully disconnect the spirits of the dead from the bodies. And because of that, there's going to be a lot of undead running around very quickly.
Pause. You moved Jacob's church shirt.
It was on one of these chairs that was out there. Do you remember where you put it?
I don't remember seeing a tree.
Sorry, buddy.
So is this the what doppelganger who may have used the resurrection feather? He died to go get the scythe, and then resurrected himself.
And then somebody
then-
took it from him.
Actually died.
Boy, Sean's going to want to know about this. She's going to want to go to... What's the name of the city?
Tradewell South.
She's going to want to go to Tradewell. Well, we may have a lead on the scythe situation. I don't suppose you have any means of transporting us to Tradewell. Dang. Well, we all have horses, so...
But you're saying that you killed him, but you did not have the scythe?
You mean the scythe?
How long was he gone from the moment you took your scythe and disappeared to when he came back dead?
It was just a matter of minutes.
I'm having trouble remembering we get a hold of the... Yeah, we found the guy that took the feather itself, right?
No, it was in the bank. Remember, we thought somebody got the feather from Vance, ran off to the Top Hat Bank, ran in to the top Hat Bank where they used it. You got the wizard friend, Winsett, to go to get you in where the weird contraption is that he was both tortured with the feather and not. But it was gone. He was gone by then. We only found the doppelganger because Voyage was out front writing in a language only she and people from her home plane recognized. He came out, saw it, she recognized he saw it, he recognized her for who she was, and she attacked it.
We don't have any confirmation that doppelganger was the one that took the feather.
We don't.
So we don't know either way.
Winsett didn't recognize him?
Well, he was doppelganger.
Right.
At the time, he appeared as the most like vanilla human male that you can imagine.
But Vexlar did when scooping the brain like pudding, because it was liquefied by the time he got to it.
Yeah, didn't we learn from the brain
That
he lost a magical item?
That he was very disappointed that he lost. So it is now assumed that the doppelganger had the scythe. Whoever he was with in the bank took it from him, and he may have gone out to chase that person where Woodshot ran into it.
Alrighty. Well, shoot. Undead. Sounds like our trip to the necromancer might have to be delayed.
His best friend.
The necromancer with an extra helping of undead. Maybe we should go find the scythe first.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Do you need anything else, Death?
I don't know anything about it.
Things going well in hell.
Hey, Death, can you tell us anything about this guy we just blew up?
Sure. I am present for the death of all things. However, this one is special in that this thing does not have a soul. This is like the first time that that's ever happened. A very long time for me.
What's this thing? I'm gonna hold up the brick with the face.
Ah, yes. That one died a long time ago.
Okay.
Splat!
You throw it at me.
Sorry. I'm just trying to think about how to get this back on track. Is it a plan for you guys on going south?
Well, we don't know if we're going south yet.
I know. Hold on.
You literally said north, house,
I had ulterior
northeast,
motives to go
west,
south.
or south.
So I already wanted to go south.
And we're in a part of the place where south is really the only way to go unless we wanted to go to Frostford.
I wanted to go south, but more to the base of the mountain, just northwest of Anvillion, because there's potential something there.
Yeah.
Where's the map?
Right here.
I took pictures of it earlier.
I know, but in the presence of the actual map, I would like to use the actual map.
I also circled.
I wanted to. What are you going to tell?
You were between Adoro and Frostford. Do we know where the Necromancer of the North is, except for save north?
I don't think we have any additional information for that.
Alright. This is how Death is going to go about it.
I wanted to go there.
Oh, that's Hell Mountain.
Oh, by the way, I sent in the chat on Araheim, the map of where all the magical armor is. Definitely look at it. Alright, that's how we're gonna do it. Death is gonna say, if the scythe is truly gone and in the hands of maldoers, it will become evident soon enough, whoever possesses it. See, the death scythe grants the holder power and dominion over all spirits and ghosts. Power to control. So I believe in short evidence time, that power is going to reveal itself. And so I advise that you just wait and keep your eyes open. And then tell me once you find the scythe, so that it can be returned to me. I will say that there is still a pressing matter, as hell is not doing well.
Actually, no. Tell me she has
What's
some
not doing well? Hell is not doing well.
Yeah, we noticed. One of our own was dragged down by the demon lord.
My equal, the Lord of Devils, Asmodeus, has lost control. And so he also is in dire need of help, otherwise demonic presences are going to start spilling into your world. I see that you have grown some, however, I do believe that a little bit more growing is still needed before the reaping. I do advise that you continue north. The Necromancer is on my list. I would very much like you to take out the Necromancer. And I believe that will indeed strengthen you to the point where maybe you can overcome these great evils of which I speak.
I see. You said you only are present for the deaths on the material plane. Can you sense the deaths on other planes?
Yes.
Is Vance dead?
He is not.
Alrighty, well, sounds like we need to head north and take care of the Necromancer before the army of the undead is unleashed.
Do you know a group that calls themselves the Circle of the Night?
I'm not aware.
I know where Death Scythe is. It's right there behind you.
He turns around.
On the wall!
Marks and attacks.
What I want with that scythe.
I'll just control over all ghosts and spirits.
Hunt down my enemies.
Not even death can save you.
Good luck then, adventurers. I must be away. There are other deaths to observe.
You said you weren't aware of the Circle of Night?
Yep, he is not aware.
Okay.
The light slowly fades back on as he disappears.
Omnipresent but not omniscient.
He is present for the birth and death of all life.
Well, that was informative. We should go find Voyage on it.
Let's go south.
What was that?
Spends a lot of time in stuff.
Yeah.
Thought the Catholics in California were bad. Oh.
Cool.
Head out of the tower and fill the shine.
Yes, let's do that. away Shauna.
His horse just comes running over the tower. That's weird.
The horse is still down below.
That's where I left it on the ground.
Did you guys not lift it up?
Nope.
Oh yeah, you decided against that, right?
Yes.
We had to get up there and help somebody that was murdering poor little goats. They turned into ugly, nasty little things.
Yeah.
So goats.
Are there any trees on this island?
No, just unhealthy looking scrub brush.
Unhealthy looking scrub brush, okay. On the bottom floor, this voice on could go into the bottom floor. Start
The one with all of your
Sticks.
effigies.
Yes, but she grabbed hers. There's sticks, right?
Yeah.
Miscellaneous furniture?
there's
Okay,
sticks.
cool. Grab a couple of those.
You got a couple sticks?
Decently sized one. Yeah. So, when you guys come down, just let me know.
We're all down.
Here.
Anyway, Shauna, what are the sticks for?
Down the stairs.
Yeah, okay, well, she's going after the steering. Well, once everyone's ready, then I'm going to crash the island again. And then I'm going to prop up this orb thingy so we can send the island up as far as it will go before it explodes.
Okay.
Should be a fun experiment. Then we'll camp out below it.
Yeah.
Does it fall down?
I'm gonna pass on that.
Oh, I wouldn't say directly. Also, wind. Wind is a thing. It's more likely to just go up until the magic runs out, which I would hope would be somewhere else.
That lands on a city.
It lands on a city?
Yeah.
Which way is the wind?
What makes you think it's going to land on a city? It's going up.
If it goes up real high and is blown over Anvillion and then the magic runs out, it'll crush Anvillion.
Anvillion is much bigger than this thing.
Have you seen a meteor smash into the
I really like this idea. I actually know exactly what's going to happen.
What?
We all
Yeah.
It is a corrupt tower. I would like to destroy it. I do not have the ability to destroy it. I figure falling from a great height is ideal.
Well,
It could never be tied back to us, could it?
that's right.
I would recommend picking up all of your stuffed animals inside there.
That's a very clericy thing to say.
In that case, I'm gonna take a picture of it, put it on Instagram. Look what we did.
I'll pose next to you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're ready with the stick. She's not touching that spear.
Okay. Yeah, you
Push it down till everyone's done.
just
Everyone gets off. Then she's gonna prop it up.
Yeah.
Okay, no problems. Good.
That
Prop
thing-
it up. Then she's gonna jump on.
That thing just starts going up.
Fantastic.
Does it just
It's like a lost balloon. Just
Yeah.
continues going.
maybe it will never come down?
Up, or is it going a direction? Because
There's not a lot of wind right now. It's going straight up. It slowly
Well,
fades
then
from view.
Okay, get on your horse. We go a mile and then we camp.
Sounds good.
Agreed.
Eventually, you don't see it anymore. It goes that high.
Awesome.
The whole
Problem solved.
Yes.
hill with a tower
I'm
on
gonna
it.
go to space. I'll never see it again.
What's space?
the final frontier.
The thing above the atmosphere.
What's an atmosphere?
It's what we breathe, you dummy.
That's air. You're the dummy.
Okay,
Well
let's
played,
find a
Marcus.
place to
Well
camp.
All right. Yeah.
My
You
friend
guys
was smart.
go find a place to camp for the rest
Somewhere
of
with
the
good
night.
air. Krishna can breathe her atmosphere.
Surprised you didn't make that joke in the presence of the king.
He's not here.
So yeah, you guys find a nice, lovely little place on the side of the road.
This place looks lovely. I'm just gonna fall.
You fall over.
Why did you fall?
Because he can.
So what's going to happen to the axe?
I don't use it.
want me to have it?
What will you give me?
Huh?
What will you give me for it?
I will save your life consistently and on a regular basis.
Who has the effigies, by the way?
What effigies? Oh,
The dolls. Did you guys leave them?
no, Voyage took hers.
I stabbed Vexlars. I think we left the rest of them there.
Yes.
Great. Oops. Now we're going to be called to that, which is somewhere.
It's
up in
going to
space.
fall from
You want to
the
know where
vials
space
of the-
is? You're about ready to find out.
The effigies would be smashed. completely.
So good enough?
He laughs. It's never good when the DM laughs after you say something.
Yeah. Thank you. It's good taking the axe.
I don't use axes anyway.
Feels very nice in your hands.
Thank you.
Nice axe voyage on it.
Did I send you the stats for that?
Yeah, you said
Yes.
+3 great axe that does cool things on a nat 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to homebrew that one.
Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
You can put it,
Hardly the most concerning.
you can put it down as a normal Vorpal axe. It's just when it rolls the d20. Where was I going with this?
North,
Oh yeah, I was looking up stats. Hold on a second.
we're taking a long rest. You don't have to look up stats.
All right, for first watch.
Are we long resting? Then?
No, he's longer. He's going to do the all night watch.
Oh, okay.
Do you
Not
need
very-
help?
Yes.
Okay. So who would like to help Martin
I can take a
keep watch? I'll take a watch.
Okay, keep them company.
Okay.
So in that order, you guys take watch for a good amount of the night.
My passive perception would be 9.
Why is this not working?
Passive perception 17.
Mine's also 17.
Perception 13.
Oh, it's because it's a GIF. Okay, hold on.
Is passive perception 14? How do you measure passive perception, Eugene? Is it
10 plus your
10 plus your modifier?
Yeah, plus your perception.
Okay, yeah, mine's 9.
Okay. You guys bed down for the night. And so does Swirl and Emily's slave. And the spider.
First of all,
And Squirm.
And Squirm. What? Did you get rid of your slave?
my name's Vexlar, and I'm a boy. I deserve 3 candies for that.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You guys all keep a very careful watch.
And she's not even a slave anymore. She's just more of a there.
Let's see. In the middle of the night, Voyage is accosted.
Bad dream.
No, she doesn't dream.
Came alive.
Who's it costing?
Voyage is exhausted. Help her paranoia.
Is
During her watch?
nope. It was when she's asleep.
Who's on watch?
It rolled really well, so I'm not going to bother checking to see who was on watch. I'm going to say it's really late.
Well, it rolled really well because you rolled 3 times.
But no, it didn't. This is its attack.
Okay, she is accosted.
Well, it's not when you were taking watch. It was after you. Alright, Krishna and Martin were watching out when all of a sudden does a 13 hit?
She would not be sleeping in her armor. So that would probably be yes. Let me get rid of her armor, so let me double check. I believe it's 12 without the armor. Oh no, it's 14 without the armor. So no, it would not hit.
In the middle of the night, something smacks you in the head. and falls off, and then goes through the brush.
Just goobers off.
Yeah.
She's going to grab her axe. Not that one yet. No, she's gonna grab the hammer because it's still dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, light up the hammer and go after it.
Okay. Make a survival check
Alright.
or a perception.
I believe survival would be better for her. No, same. Either way. 15.
Yeah, no, you can't find it. Whatever it was, seems to have scampered off.
Scampered off.
Yep.
Do we notice her light?
Yeah. Her hammer lights up and she runs off into the underbrush.
Yeah. And then when she can't find it, comes back. Then she's gonna go over her gear, make sure nothing's missing.
As far as you can tell, nothing's missing.
Are all your creatures accounted for?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it should be. The spider is just sitting there on its little pillow, resting. And the blob thing is really wherever you put it. It doesn't really care where it sits.
There's only 4 frozen.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So something attacked me. Obviously not very good at it.
No.
And ran off. I'm going to... I don't want to assume it was just a random creature.
Well, it's specifically targeting you.
Yes.
And it's probably not just a random thing.
Okay.
Unless it attacked multiple.
Well, I
times,
couldn't
but-
find it. Is anybody else good at it? I'm usually pretty good at that kind of thing.
I can take a look. I'll use my divine sense.
Alright.
I sense any undead, celestials, or fiends within 60 feet. Other than myself and whatever the squirm is.
I'll say that you do detect some undead right about the 60-foot mark, deeper into the forest.
Well, what do you know? There's some undead in that direction.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go slay them.
I'll go with you.
I'm
You
gonna
want to wake up the party?
rise up.
Well, yeah!
Ah, I guess I'll get up.
I'm gonna get up. There's some undead to kill. Again. Wake up, Erheim.
Marceline! Poke, poke.
Wake
How
up.
long does it take to strap on a breastplate?
There's rules for it. I don't have a memory.
I want to say like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
takes
not
a
a
while.
short amount of time.
Okay, so then if we're wanting to go after it right now, then I guess not.
Well, those
You can take your time if you want to.
no, I wouldn't. I'm not particularly inclined to wait.
Alright. I can cast us some daylight. That'll,
Whole area lights up.
Perfect. I'm gonna go towards the source of the undead.
Alright, you go deeper into the woods.
Warshana into.
Did we get a long rest?
No.
We didn't?
No, it was like the middle of the
Okay.
night, and you guys started sleeping in the middle of the night.
Okay.
So I'm going to say it's early morning by this point.
At least a
Yeah, if you want to do a short rest,
sound.
you can.
Did 4 hours pass?
I don't think so. I think it's only been like a couple hours.
Okay. I'm not gonna bother with a short rest.
So yeah, you guys all just get up and start tromping into the woods.
I will go astride Bucephalus.
You're astride Bucephalus. Is it a continual sense of that undead? Are you able to sense it over a period of time? Or?
No, it only lasts a little while. can do it multiple times.
Okay. As you start following the direction, it seems that the thing is trying to evade you and moving deeper into the woods.
I will send an owl up to scout the area.
Alright.
Got it.
And you're able to see through the owl?
Contemplating. I should roll investigation or
Are you
perception
using
to see if I
a
can
wild
see
chip to
anything.
make a familiar?
No, I'm using.
You should summon 8 owls
Let's see.
Yes,
A
I'm
lot
an
of owls.
then. 8 giant owls.
Oh my gosh.
So let's see. Martin, can you still sense the undead creature? I'm thinking of casting fairy fire to
It lasts for 12 seconds.
How many dice do I use for my?
Yeah, I'll use my divine sense again.
Just one.
Where do I sense the creature? Or creatures?
Yeah, it's only one, and it seems like it's moving away from you, although it's not very fast.
Exactly where am I sensing it?
In the metaphysical sense, I'm going to say north.
How many feet away?
Right now, it's like 40.
It's 40 feet that way.
Alright, casting fairy fire.
What does Fairy Fire do again?
It's magic highlighter.
Basically.
Okay.
And then it also any attack roll against an affected creature has advantage if the attacker can see it. And it cannot benefit from being invisible.
Does have
Alright.
to make a dex save though.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a 14.
Definitely did not pass. Yeah, the thing lights up and glows in the middle of the night, in addition to your light, and it's surrounded by 8 giant owls, and at this point it's stopped moving because it's terrified of these 8 giant owls. So yeah, you guys walk up to it. You're essentially in a forest clearing, and what appears before you is a man who is missing a leg, and like half of his face has been torn off, and he looks like a lumberjack. It's like, please don't. I mean, I'm already dead, but don't kill me more. Please.
Who are you and why are you stalking us?
I'm sorry. My name is Johannes. I'm from Frostford. I'm a woodsman. But I met with a terrible accident, and now I don't really know what to do.
We're camping. Did you just attack one of us?
No?
Did you see anything that did?
There's all sorts of strange things in these woods. But I didn't see anything particular this night. I was just watching you guys to see if maybe you were friendly and maybe I could chat.
Did you see something attacked me?
No?
Or badly?
No. But I can't see that good because I only have one eye.
Oh,
He pokes his finger into his eye socket and scrapes out a little gum.
you've sure taken to undeath pretty well.
What if you think so?
Well, I would
Do you,
I would be grossed out by the idea of sticking my finger in my own eye socket.
do you know a lot of undead?
No. But again, I would be grossed out by sticking my finger in my own eye socket.
Yeah. It itches something awful.
Okay.
I'm sorry for bothering you. You guys can just
No, you're
leave
fine.
me in my fate, I guess.
I guess to relieve your
Insight.
misery.
It says however many I click. How many am I supposed to do?
I'm rolling insight on him.
So you want, I guess.
I rolled a 17 insight.
Up to 7.
He seems to be telling the truth. He seems sincere in a zombie sort of way. He says, I have a family. I don't know if I should return to them as I am now, though. I
Maybe have
just leave me. I'll stay here in these woods and until I figure something out.
Do you want us to send you on to the next life?
Not particularly. No.
Could
I feel like I can offer this world more.
You're asking him to end his misery.
Yes.
Isn't that Death's job that he can't do?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are we gonna do that if
Yeah.
death can't do it?
Isn't that
That's
well,
why he's here.
If we don't leave a body for the soul to come back to, it has to move on.
Okay. Destiny, Jacob left. Would you go hang out with the kids for watch the kids for a while? Thank you. He just left.
If you could help me just fashion maybe like a peg leg. Maybe give me a bandana or something.
Wait, what were you using? How are you getting around?
Hopping.
He was crawling. So I wasn't going very fast.
this is the only thing where
And you couldn't find a stick
Like Tigger in a
somewhere in the
Yeah.
forest? Are we in the forest?
Yeah, you guys are.
we're on the side of because we're going towards Frostforth. There's 2 mountain ranges, and that's where we found the floating island. So we're just kind of in that between mountain ranges currently. So foresty mountain range on the lower end.
You know, there's loads of trees. You could have just broken off a branch.
Where'd your axe go?
Oh, I lost it. I knew those trees weren't going to get me someday, but I didn't think it was going to be so soon.
Boy, Sean is going to just start heading back to camp.
How about this? I'll give you a trade. If one of you is able to fashion me a peg leg and give me a bandana to cover my face, I'll tell you where my secret magical tree stash is.
Magical tree?
Yes. There. Oh, what are they called? Hold on. Maybe I'll load this up. Yes, there's many magical trees ever since the war with the Moon Wizards. The great destruction that they wrought ended up leaking, the magic from those battles ended up leaking into the woods. And so many of the trees around here exhibit magical properties, which can be harvested to create special wands and staves of power. I just happen to know of one particular spot where there's a lot of these trees of many different kinds. For the most part, I harvest the branches and make imbued wood focuses. They grant small bonuses to magical spells.
I ask him if it's that way and point south.
Nope.
Deal.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Lay down.
Oh, I did
Okay.
very badly with
He
insight.
lays down. He holds his chopped off leg up.
His leg was chopped off, and he has it?
No, he doesn't have his leg, but like his stump.
The stuff.
Oh,
The chopped off.
He's assuming you're taking a measurement.
yeah. So, put that down. I'm going to measure the length of his leg compared to where the stump is.
Okay.
And I'm going to cut one of my javelins to the right length and stab the javelin up his bone. Up the femur.
Ow!
You know, that didn't actually hurt. And he wiggles it. Stands on it tentatively.
Yeah, he's
What's
alive.
his name?
Disgusting.
Johannes.
Left leg, peg leg.
That actually works pretty well. As long as I cover it up with pants, and I don't think anyone will be able to tell. Do you have like a bandana to cover this or something?
I give him an extra shirt from my pack. You can fashion one yourself.
Okay. He like ties it awkwardly around his face.
No, you cut it up.
Yeah, nothing to cut it with.
He no longer has his axe that he cut himself up with.
All right. Well, it's about
It's quite the bad.
200 yards north and about 100 yards west. You'll find a stand of trees. That are different colors. Good luck to you. And he starts hobbling all his way.
Should we
To the
go
west.
Camp at the magical trees.
See if he's.
Maybe we should camp before we get to the magical trees.
That's probably a better idea.
Yeah, I think we should go back to camp and then
Yeah.
follow this direction or do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
I said yards, right?
Whatever. I'm
That's
just ready to
where we're
proceed.
You guys go back to camp, where those of you who want to sleep, sleep.
I'll spend my long rest standing closer to Voyage.
Reminds me of something.
I know.
I'm not the only one. Haha.
Yeah, you guys sleep peacefully the rest of the night. There are no interruptions. You wake up late in the morning. You had a long night.
In the morning, she'll. Well, we're going. No, she's not going to attune to the axe yet. One hour.
Wait, Vorpal Axe requires attunement?
I think so.
Better.
It's a
Plus
purple
3,
axe.
yeah, it's freaking huge. It's big, big bonus.
It's honestly like one of the strongest weapons in this whole campaign. Yeah, I take that back. It's pretty strong.
It's very strong.
Well, should we go check out those trees and then find that necromancer fella? To the trees!
Venture forth into the trees. And yes, eventually you find it. I'm assuming everyone's going with him. No more monkeys jumping off the bed.
Is that your turn? You tell him really bad with directions.
I'm really good at directions. I told Steve today that my neutral zone was in the northwest corner of my mail.
What point I stabbed him with the template.
Did you have the mountains for reference?
Roll for initiative, and then we went to fighting.
Why am I not connecting to the internet?
Just trying to confuse the surgeon.
There we go.
Got it to work?
It's just being slow. Hold on. I didn't load up this map.
While our world is rendering, you can attune to the accent.
There was a few other magical items if you guys wanted to sleep with them.
She'll attune to the axe.
Say that again.
Oh, there was a few other magical items if you guys wanted to sleep with them, figure out what they did.
Sleep with them?
Isn't that how it works?
What other
It's
items?
a short
there's
rest,
one way.
Cody. You just sit there with it for an hour,
Yep.
focusing on it.
Pondering.
What other magical items?
We found a stick with a button, which
Malfunctioned.
or didn't malfunction. I don't know.
Yeah, that one ran out of magical energy. Sleeping with
Oh,
that
yeah.
one will reveal that it's a dud now.
Tempted to go.
And then there was another rod.
That one was cracked, so I left it.
Oh, you didn't bring it?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Did it look like the other one though?
No, it looked like a rod that had 5 little holes in it. 2 of them were lit up, and there was blood on one end of it. And it was like cracked.
So I guess it's up in space.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where
Yep.
would that island end
What
up?
is space?
There we are.
Air we breathe.
Gosh dang it.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Beautiful stand of trees. And I need precisely how many trees do I need?
Are we coming from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trees.
Is this a ring of trees, or just like outside, or?
That's 7.
They're Christmas trees. There was some Christmas songs.
I think the white one's the magical one. Of the others.
No, it's already
It's dead.
Should we
Tell
tell them
the
this?
story.
They're not all different colors.
I'm limited with what I've got, fellers. Alright. You know what? Just for funsies, because I don't appreciate the lip, storm clouds start forming up above.
We start backing up. Did the storm clouds go away?
Hang on.
I had a +1 fishing rod one time.
Sweet.
It was great.
That's awesome.
Kind of makes me want to remake that character again. The fisherman.
With the small end of the fishing rod. +1. Whack. Multiple attacks.
Fly fishing. Yeah, you got quite the whip on
They
those.
do. I have several.
I don't think I've actually intentionally done that. So.
It would hurt. That would really hurt.
Why is it those nose always go in your skin?
You should provide.
No matter what, I swear I'll always get stabbed.
Who's feeling lucky today?
I always do.
Me. Yeah.
Roll a D100.
Is Sora with us?
He is with you.
Don't you have a D100 somewhere?
51.
Ooh, close to right in the middle. Very snacky today.
Oh, that's actually a really lucky one for you guys.
You don't die.
Storm clouds form overhead. Soft, nice-looking rain clouds, which start pouring a gentle rain. But this rain feels really cleansing, and as you notice, it wipes away the ick and the filth from your clothes. Almost like a prestidigitation spell.
That's nice.
What about those that aren't covered and all that?
We feel even cleaner.
Feel even cleaner. You feel like you just took a bath. You all smell nice. It
Did
was
Martin?
a very welcome
You gotta
return.
say even Martin does?
Yeah, Voyage on it will too.
Yes,
Take
actually.
advantage and
I'm gonna
actually
make
do
a
some.
conscious effort
To be dirty.
to take a breath in to smell.
It makes some weird noises as it goes in, and then it kind of leaks out the sides.
Because most of the time I don't bother to breathe. I don't need to.
So yeah, you guys find yourselves next to a copse of trees. Let's say that this is south, and you guys came from the north.
Why does that back
Oh
scratcher keep
shoot,
getting bent?
Destiny! Could you go crack the corn dogs out of the oven? I went up there to do that, and I completely forgot. Thank you. Just set them on top of the
Maybe
stove and
Gonna
turn the
gather
oven
some
off.
of this rainwater. It might be helpful later.
Could be.
I don't know. I think somehow magically just help.
You have some potion bottles with potions in them. You just drink the potion real quick and then use the bottle.
I have some vials.
I'm not drinking
vials.
potions.
Chicken potions are too strong.
I have the potions. I'm not drinking them.
Quail can testify that the potions that he drank were extremely useful.
Yeah, but everyone saw the end result.
Dun dun dun.
I have some vials. I'll catch some rain. Put it on some vials.
Okay.
So we did finish the long rest, yes.
Don't you huff it in?
All are long rested.
It's like late morning.
You guys have late night.
So what did Johannes say we would find in this group of trees?
Yeah, and I will describe it.
Magic trees.
You guys see an ash tree that is fiery red. And as a matter of fact, if you watch it, it almost looks like it's made out of burning coal. It has like radiant fieriness to it. There's a rosewood, which is glowing with radiant light. There is a manchineal. I don't know what kind of wood that is. That is dripping with black ink. An oak tree that has a lot of acorns that are buzzing slightly with electricity. An ebony tree which looks like it's dying. A pine which is the white one. It looks like a Christmas tree covered in snow in the middle of summer. A birch tree. That one looks normal. And a wedge.
Your weapon.
which, when you look at it, makes you kind of feel funny.
What weapon do you use?
What's up, the dog?
Oh, usually my throw.
Well, if it wasn't any of you, it was the dog.
Your thrower?
Did you turn on the AC?
I have a hammer.
No, it's cold upstairs. Open the window.
I want it.
Is it,
Open the
is it a special hammer?
Just open the window. It's cold
Alright.
outside, so it'll
I'll take a
cool
look.
down the room.
Look up dust crusher.
Well,
Dust?
Dust.
I feel there's
A latch?
lever on the left.
Oh,
Flip
I
it
can
up,
do that.
and then just slide the whole thing to the left.
Okay.
Well, I feel a certain kinship with the dead-looking tree. I'm going to go examine that one.
Okay.
I want to go look at the one with the.
Anybody else want a cherry limeade sunkist?
Interesting flavor.
Oh, that's cold.
The radiant one, it looks like a normal tree, but it's like luminescent. It just has like bright light shedding from it the closer you get to it.
Hey, Dustin, do
The
you want to hold it?
The dead-looking tree has black leaves like scattered
Let
throughout,
me get it.
so it looks like it's not completely dead, but the wood is gnarled and it's like all those animated trees that look like they're haunted.
I'm going to touch it.
Nothing happens.
Did you find anything?
I haven't touched you yet. I was waiting to see if it killed you, but then I realized you just touched a dead tree and you're already dead. Do I see any straight branches?
He seems really smart.
Yeah, there's a couple of branches.
I got an axe.
Yes.
You
Oh,
didn't
do
tell
you?
me a
No,
straight
I am
branch,
not.
so-
I'm not going to.
When you say that, the tree reacts. It doesn't like what you just said.
Can I ask the
No,
tree
I
if
am
it-
not going to use my axe on you. She
Can I
is.
ask the tree if I can have a straight branch.
It's gonna hit you first.
Alright. Bring it on. That's what I needed. A fight. The tree. With the tree.
A dead tree.
No, mine's not dead.
His
Mine's glowing the light.
glowing.
The radiant light.
He went to the radiant tree.
Oh, you want to chop it down?
Is 23 a hit?
Yeah, slightly.
Dust crusher.
I did.
It's gonna be like Rapunzel's hair.
You get blasted with a laser. That deals 21 points of damage.
What type of damage?
Radiant damage. Essentially, there's a knot on the tree, and it like started glowing, and it went just blasted me.
That's not.
Okay, she is going to use her magical awareness. Are all the trees magical?
Yeah, they're all magical trees.
Okay. Okay, so why are we here? We're here because Undead Lumberjack told us to find something here?
And at this point, you realize at the center of this copse of trees, there's an axe and a leg.
Oh no. Oh.
I think it was a trap. I think he lied.
Well, I guess technically not.
Well, he
He
didn't
told us the truth of
lie,
magical
but-
trees.
Well,
he
trees. I'm
tell
going.
us the full story.
I'm going to go into the middle. I'm going to announce loudly. Trees, I'm going to remove this axe so you don't have to look at its ugly form.
There's no reaction.
I'm going to pick up the axe.
The forest gets very quiet.
Oh no.
So I'm going to set it on Frobus, or Bucephalus, and cover it with a saddle blanket.
Okay. You hear birds again.
Cool.
Those are
approach
weird
that one.
words.
I'm going to go pick a shock acorn.
Watch this one.
Oh no.
Why are you touching that tree's nuts? Sorry, I did that for one purpose and one purpose only.
That's a good one.
That's beautiful.
Is a 17 to hit?
No.
Okay.
It's like
You go to
electric
pick
gun.
it, and an electrical shock just goes down your arm. But you're undead, so you don't even feel it as you just pick it.
Is it still crackling?
You have like an electrical.
Are there any birds around?
Yeah, there's a couple flying around.
Don't you dare!
I don't know what it does.
Don't you dare! I don't care what it does.
Shut
Don't.
I have to test it on something.
Is there a
Is
giant
that
owl
leg
flying
in the
around still?
middle?
It's either you or the bird.
Okay, there's so many
Why do you
trees.
shoot? Why do you shoot pine cones?
Is the leg still fairly
There's an undead
fresh,
one.
or is it?
The snowy one.
What other ones are there? There's one that's almost like it's on fire.
There's one on. Yeah, there's one that's fire. There's one that's radiant. There's one that's cold dim or cold. There's one that's dead.
So looking at the trees, you
Oh,
can
so we're talking about a tree for each of the schools of
Yes.
magic.
Yes.
fire, radiant, acid, lightning, necrotic, cold, and there's two others. So you're not quite sure what they are.
Okay, one of the two that we don't know what they are, I'm going to walk up to.
A birch and a wenge.
What do they look like?
A birch and a wenge. I don't know what a wenge looks like. But
What sets them apart from regular birches and winches?
absolutely nothing. They look like normal trees.
And yet they're in this circle of magical trees.
Yep.
Of magicalness.
Okay.
You have
Did-
the one
did-
I picked?
What would you got?
Going to walk up to it. When she used her magical awareness, all the trees pinged magical.
Yeah. Sorry, the birch or the wenge?
The wenge, because that sounds delightfully
Yeah.
exotic.
They're all magical. You got to walk up to that one. You have an aversion to looking at it for some reason. I don't know why, but like every time you look at it, you like get distracted by like a squirrel or a chipmunk or a pretty flower.
Okay. Going to avert her eyes. Okay, Mr. Tree. We were told that
Guess it can.
there's magic, and I'm also very aware that there's magic because I do that. We would not, well, particularly I would not like to chop you down in order to take advantage of your magical gifts. And so she's going to hold out her hands in the direction as close as she can get to the tree without actually touching it. I was hoping you might bestow a magical gift for no particular reason.
You know that feeling when you have a tongue depressor from the doctor's office and you put it on your tongue
Yes.
and it's awful?
Yes.
That, but in your mind,
Oh.
as a voice, very woody, enters your mind and says, "I'll give you something.
Oh,
you
you're
have to
telepathic.
trade for something of equal value
Oh.
or greater."
Okay. Well, do I get to know what I'm trading for? And it's such a delight to actually talk to you telepathically. Yeah, I don't come across a lot of people telepathically. And she will.
Are you talking out loud?
No.
You see her going like this.
You
to the
see her
tree.
staring at the tree.
So what are we talking about then?
Not touching, but just kind of
Well,
like waiting for a
I value only a few things. Good
She
fertilizer,
is about to hug the tree.
more sunlight. If you could chop the branches of the trees next to me, that would be nice.
Chop the trees
Oh,
next to you?
Aiden,
Yeah, if you want to.
what are you
Oh,
doing?
okay. Well, what do I get in return?
I will give you
Okay, we'll
a
come
beautiful
inside.
branch.
A beautiful branch.
Yes.
Okay.
You could
Then
make
speaking aloud.
you could make a wand or a staff or a toy sword or a chair.
Okay. Everyone, this tree is telepathic.
Ooh.
And says that if we give it like stuff it wants, it will let us take a branch.
What do you want?
Yeah, what does it want?
fertilizer, sunlight, stuff trees want.
Water.
Water, that's a good one.
I have some water. I'm gonna pull out a vial of holy water. I'm gonna pour it out on the tree.
Ah, that is particularly good water.
He likes it.
Not very much though. Just more.
What if Shauna would like to go out into the woods looking for fertilizer?
Okay, you go out into the woods. Make a
Survival?
nature check.
Nature, come on!
While she's in the woods, I'm gonna dig a hole at the base of the tree.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the
Let's
leg
see.
inside of it,
Okay.
and I'll bury it.
That sounds like fertilizer.
Nature. You see any other body parts in the
Jeez.
center?
Better than where I thought he was going with it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, not 20, even though it'd be a 19.
Okay. Oh,
He
no,
says
we
it's
need
an
to do
eight.
something special for that.
You only bury most
I'll
of
say
it.
that
You just came across like the dinosaur poop. Oh, that's fertilizer.
You go down to a small stream where you find on the bank of one of the streams
Go back to where it
is
was, where
a
horses
pile
were.
of corpses.
Oh,
These are really old ones.
that's fine.
Mostly bones by this point. They all have armor emblazoned with crescent moons.
Well, the base is going to be really rich soil, and so
Oh yeah, no. If you want it, that soil is really good.
yeah, she
Just go down-
laying out her bedroll. Might as well clean it later. Get as much and then drag it back, and put it around the tree very nicely, very even.
All right.
Open up telepathically.
The tree is pleased with both the leg and the soil. And it says, yeah, I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, I don't suppose you could get me a little bit more sunlight?
Yes.
Yeah. I cast daylight.
Did you want the hammer?
Yeah, I like it. I'm having trouble getting it to actually happen.
At this point,
Put it on your
a branch from the tree falls to the ground.
Yay, someone gets squished. Ow.
So can I do the same to the radiant tree and ask if it wants anything?
Sure, say it zaps it.
Smaller
Like,
zap
it
this
needs
time.
to stab.
It doesn't respond.
Pray to it.
Oh, yes. Can I pray to the radiant tree?
Sure.
Go up to wherever that fiery one was, but not too close. You get
Are you praying?
Yes.
You're kneeling there praying. There's no divine response.
fiery
Curse
looking
the
tree.
tree.
Is there
Yes.
heat coming off that fiery looking
There
tree?
is, yeah. No, it's kind of hot.
So I'm not gonna get too close then.
I think. Are you?
I'm just protecting trees. I don't have anything ongoing really.
I kind of want to ask the fiery tree if there's something it can do to enhance my fire magic.
When you ask it that, it doesn't respond, but there is like a leaf that goes. That's just kind of sticking out of the trunk.
Do you want me to try to talk to it?
Guys, don't talk
Sure.
outside, please. We need to be quiet.
She will create a telepathic link to it.
Are you
See
able
if
to
it
create a
attempts.
telepathically? Okay.
Yes, she
Yes.
can do that.
The same woody, irritating voice enters your mind.
Oh, this one's telepath, not as well as the last one though.
Which one are you talking to?
The radiant. Oh,
Yeah,
who
the
am I
fire
talking?
one.
Fire. We're
Yeah.
talking to fire.
Fiery one.
The tree will say, "Why can't you get me some of what you gave over to that guy?"
Oh, you just want more of that? Okay, that sounds great. He just wants it.
I
More
want
of
to
the other
grow
stuff.
taller and bigger than all the rest of
Which,
these guys.
by the way, I wanted to show you the cool armor because you said something about a circle and night. Did you not say that?
You asked Death about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
should check out the armor.
I'm gonna go get some soil.
Okay,
From
same
that.
place.
Yep.
All right, yeah. And there's lots of soil. He found a bunch of bodies. Like there was a battle that took place over there.
Yeah.
So
So I
I
guess
can bring it over
follow
to
it
the
when you
radiant
mentioned
tree.
Or dang it, follow her.
The
body.
leaf goes.
To the radiant tree?
Well, you guys already gave soil to the radiant tree.
No.
Yeah.
He gave it to the.
What?
Telepathic
Oh, the psychic. Oh, yeah. No.
These are
The
trees that you play around with.
Who
the.
grabbed the branch?
Excuse me. You're right. You're right.
Oh,
The radiant
okay, so-
tree.
You would've
It doesn't
missed
have a
out.
little leaf, but it does have a branch kind of sticking out that slowly does like this when you're putting down the nice soil.
Any chance I can get you to talk to that radiant tree, see if he's got a voice?
I want to see if I can
Yeah.
find anything as far as.
So for the fire tree,
Because I'm searching the dead corpses.
I'll say that you can find basically a bunch of armor that is still in good condition.
What?
Armor.
No swords, no
So
weapons.
Pointy
I'll say you find a full set of plate mail, a full set
There
of
it is. That was the
what is it?
problem.
just all the armors if you want one.
Which would be the best one to carry around? Where? Plate mail.
Blood mill's worth the most.
She'll go to the radiant tree and open up a telepathic link.
I'm gonna spend the rest of this time going back and forth with Bucephalus, carrying loads of the
Aaron,
the
you got it.
got it.
the
So,
what's the word I'm looking for?
there it is. Yeah, it's
Fertile-
not showing up on the
Fertile
switch.
soil.
I know why. You didn't have critical role content. It's from Wild Mountain.
So yeah, the which one are you talking to now?
Radiant.
The radiant tree is like, yeah, I could do with a little bit of water. I think I've gotten enough soil.
Oh, this
Oh.
one wants water.
I'm gonna pull out my water skin and dump out the water.
Yeah, that's good, but I mean,
And I'll go back
Very
and get
much.
more.
are you gonna go to the stream and just get?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Okay,
carry
yeah.
a
No.
piece of plate mail.
It takes a while, but eventually you're able to get it enough water. It's satiated, and it drops a branch.
All right,
I'm
she
gonna
will
take that
bear.
radiant branch then.
All right, she is
How big
getting
is
the.
it?
Huh?
How big is it?
Pretty big enough that you can make like a walking stick.
For staff?
These are just like
Like a
there's a bunch of like breastplate type stuff.
Mhm.
Breastplate, breastplate.
So is the symbol interesting to you?
It's the same symbol I have on my shield.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Mhm.
Moon wizard, the Moon Knights, blue
It is the same.
crescent moon.
Yep.
What kind of branch would I classify this one as? Or you're not going to say? I can classify it as magical branch.
So I believe that they should have the magical items in your. I think you bought the one that has them because it's from Eberron.
Is this the staff of the Magi?
It's a imbued wood. If you
Oh.
look it up.
I will look.
Staff of the Magi is only the strongest quarterstaff in the whole game.
Ooh, wood.
What about mine?
Ridiculous.
It is also an imbued wood.
So I guess
Imbued wood focus is what it's called.
so. I've also been bringing soil and water to the fire tree.
It drops a branch, which once it drops, it's no longer like on fire. It looks slightly charred though.
All right. Is it a magical item?
It is. They're called imbued wood focus. I don't know if they're pulling up for you, Gene, but
I'll find it.
Interesting.
well, that's what they are.
Yeah, it's not coming up for me.
Yeah, I'll just tell you guys what they do real quick. When you cast a damage-dealing spell using this item as your spellcasting focus, you gain a +1 bonus to 1 damage roll of that spell, provided the damage is the type associated with the item's wood. So if you cast a fire spell, you get to deal 1 extra damage.
So what if I just use it as a staff?
It's a magic staff.
Does magic damage rather than just regular damage.
So you said there was one of the trees was is it acid or poison?
Yes.
You know,
It literally says
kind-
acid or poison. The
kind of
manchineal.
a-
And the oak does lightning or thunder. I'm gonna throw that crackling acorn at one of the corpses.
Okay. Yeah, it zaps it like a taser. Goes bzzz.
Cool. Is it destroyed?
It didn't destroy the corpse.
No, I mean the acorn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It exploded.
Can you pull a few more grenades?
You could ask.
Sure. I'm gonna equip my shield. I'm gonna pluck a few more lightning acorns.
Every time you pluck one, it's gonna hit you.
It's gonna try.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm actually just gonna go start gathering a bunch of dirt because I watched what they did, and I'm just gonna start sticking it around all the trees.
Finally, after a short little nap, it was body.
Every time it sends a shock in your shield, it does not hit you. Sorry, you're
I'm just gathering dirt around and putting them around some of the other trees and see if
Do
they
you want a couple?
Yeah, I think I'll take
anything
I
happens.
have all three.
Yeah, I mean, you
Three
put dirt
lightning
around,
acorns.
but it seems like they want more. Various bits of the trees are going like wiggling, like saying yes.
I found a similar one.
But then like they'll like turn to the trees and to the next of it and point at them like it's gesturing. that more is needed.
Eerie and rosewood focus. That's the one you're talking about? That's the one I found.
I'm gonna collect 3 pine cones from the cold tree, which is pine. I'm gonna collect 3 more lightning acorns from the oak.
Okay.
I turned to my Sean and I'm like, hey, these trees got dirt, but they seem to
Did
want
you give them
something
water?
Water. I need water.
It's gonna hit you 3 times.
Okay.
So did it roll a 23?
Is it where the bodies were next to a river, right? Or is that?
Yeah, I'll take you there.
Well, I already went down to the bodies and grabbed some armor.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Holding on to because it's heavy.
I'll put all the rest of the armor in the portable bowl. Just in case we need it.
Would it be lightning acorns?
Imbued wood quarterstaff. Is that the one you're talking about? Imbued ward's quarterstaff?
Imbued wood focus.
Okay. Well, I'm going back.
It deals
and forth.
36 damage. 1 lightning and 2 cold.
When you cast damage to these using this damage.
So I brought up water and I'm doing stuff like at least to that.
Yeah, it's the Irian
Poison
Road.
ash.
The one,
tree
yeah, it'll drop. It'll drop a branch for
I'll
you.
do this because this one seems slightly different.
Is it?
If you look up
acid?
now, and if you
It
have
looks like a
Humber
black staff. It's got
engaged,
kind of a sticky substance on the end of it.
Sure.
But it doesn't
just
say when I
look
pick it up.
for something to add that's like imbued.
I'll say that there is some funky looking fruit on that tree. If you want to just try to pick one, they look like prunes.
I don't even know what this stick could do, other than now that I have it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not talking to the trees. It just made it
It's
happen.
just- it's just
I
cool.
saw
Do
everyone
you
else
want
getting
me
stuff,
to
so I
talk
just
to the
made-
trees?
If you could figure out what this would do, because it's like a
And boy,
staff.
Shannon, I speak for the trees.
Yes.
I have a song in my head from Smothered Brothers. It's
She'll
hilarious.
open up a telepathic link.
Yes, that is a poisonous branch. If you cast a poison or acid spell, it will deal 1 extra damage.
There you go.
If you give me some sunlight, I'll give you 2 poisonous fruits.
If you get in more sunlight, he'll give you a fruit.
I need help with that sunlight giving.
Need some daylight.
How is it not just over all the trees by now?
Yeah,
Maybe
what
they-
daylight? It's
Well,
pretty big.
if he's casting it, wouldn't that be?
Well, these are greedy trees. I'll say you'll need to cast it once more. That didn't count. It wasn't right. I wasn't at the epicenter. The other trees are blocking my way, it says.
So how many times have I cast this?
Yeah, she's ignoring that, just not passing that information
I
on.
think that's twice. So this would be the third.
Third time?
Yeah.
There goes all my third level spell slots.
It drops a couple of prune-looking fruits.
Did you find it?
Let's see here.
Were you in
Do
my
anything to me
campaign?
when I pick it up?
Oh,
They don't do anything to you.
Find it. Because it's I don't know if you have the subscription or not.
You said they're like poison
You do.
fruits.
Then go to the homebrews. There's one called Imbued. Imbued. Rose web. Yeah, you have to go through the web. Because that's where I found it. Voyage will, of course, go take all the trees.
Are there any other trees?
All the
we
trees
wanna get
bow.
stuff?
Nice.
Sorry, what was that?
Are there any other trees
So
we want to do
homebrews,
stuff?
that's
With the group?
Yeah.
Anyone else want something from one of the trees? Anything else we'd like to gather?
I'm good. There's no fruit on the radiant, is there?
No.
What was the imbued trait from the one she talked to?
The first one?
Yes, the Wincit or whatever it was.
Psychic.
Ooh.
Eugene, can I have chocolate? Thank you. I wasn't sure if you could reach all the way over.
I have very long arms.
The trees are all very grateful. They bow down to you. And all the little leaves and the branches go like, yay.
Okay.
Alright, one last spell. I'd spell it.
Imbued. I put imbued in
M is an IM, right?
and then the second word wood is where it finally came out.
And then it wants to autocorrect and not put up what I asked for.
Yeah, it does that.
You did what again?
Dark.
A shadow falls upon the players as something comes between you and the sun. Who has the highest perception amongst
Me.
Not him.
We tie.
That's
17,
perception?
17.
Both of you look up, noticing that it got real dark all of a sudden. And you see high above you, there is.
Floating. 17%.
I hope so.
Sorry.
No, actually, it's a dragon
Oh, that's not ideal.
flying up above you, and it is heading north.
What color is it?
It is black.
Oh, great.
However, it has a purplish flame to it. And it appears to have something in its claws. You can't quite make it out, but it's making pretty good speed. And it passes by fairly quickly. Sun lights up.
This is
However, something does fall from the dragon as it flies overhead.
so this is that passive sense, right?
And it lands about 30 feet away in the woods.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, me too.
I spelled it.
Alright? Both of you and Masamu go over to the item that fell. And you realize it's somebody's head. And it looks like it's like an old grandma's head. And it does not look fresh.
An old grandma's head.
Yep.
I know, redundant.
It's pretty much mummified by this point.
I'm gonna poke it and say, "Are you undead?"
Doesn't say.
Guess we should move on. It's none of my business.
Did you want to hunt a black dragon?
Well, no.
Yeah,
None of our business. Maybe it got squished by a falling
Can't
island.
you just
Exactly.
sense undead stuff?
Only when I try, and only 6 times.
kind of used it up.
No, it's a new day.
Oh, okay.
I'll use my divine sense.
How far up does that go?
60 feet.
This thing was higher than 60 feet.
But on the head.
But the grandma head
Oh.
is not.
The grandma head is not undead.
Okay.
It is dead.
Well,
So what? The dragon had a purplish tint.
Yep.
I don't know anything about dragons. Is
Had
that
a whole bunch of
important?
stuff in his claws. You couldn't quite get down.
well, I'm gonna go put the grandma head in.
We should go to Tradewell. I'm sure that's where it's coming from.
What? That's so far south.
I know.
You guys can go
Go
there.
a
I mean,
long way.
I have everything there. I just have to load it up.
Why haven't we seen it as we've been traveling?
Were you looking up the
So-
whole
You
time?
said the dragon went.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
travel
didn't get
from
there.
south to north.
Oh, south and north. So from one mountain to the other, basically.
Yep.
So are we going to Frostford or are we going back to Odoro?
I have no idea where we're at.
Well, Death sent us north to the necromancer.
Oh, that's where we're going.
We're
Okay.
we're still a little, like we're east of Frostford. And we have
Did he
a
say
mountain range
directly
north? and
north?
south of us. And the
Or
dragon
just keep
went
going north and then we'll run into it?
That's what I assumed.
Okay. Martin's assumptions are never wrong.
I'm gonna bury the head in the circle of trees.
Okay.
New life and all that.
Makes sense.
Okay,
You
to
wanna
north
just
we
bring 'em on?
go.
You guys are just trekking across country.
I guess so.
Let's take a look at the map.
Into the mountains.
All right. So you guys are like right here.
Mm-hmm.
Going north, you're gonna hit a few mountains,
Yes.
and then you're gonna hit a lot of mountains.
Yes.
Do we know this? Like,
Yes,
guys
we
have
have
a
a map.
We
if
could.
we have a map, do we want to go take the coast?
Sorrel is gonna pull out the map. He's like, I think there's got to be an easier way to get up there.
Let's go to the coast and hire a boat.
Oh yeah, that would be good. That would be great.
Go around the mountains.
There's not a navy, right?
There is a navy.
Oh, are they hostile? Okay.
I mean, you always got to worry about pirates.
I know,
The
but
only
sorry, where I come from, it's always an issue. That's fine.
the only port I see is that church. That church. Where's that? Where's that?
But this one or that one?
No, the one
Where your
underneath.
finger was under the Clifton. The star
I
on the
can't
right.
read that one. Yeah, it looks like that's the only port.
Well, Clifton is essentially the home base of all of the naval operations. It's the largest port that we have. Well, I say we. I'm not from Anvillion. I'm from Nordstrom, and our ships are better, but nobody's
Obviously.
keeping track.
So we go to Frostford and we can hire a boat.
Probably.
Okay. Unless the thing Death wants us to find is in the mountains.
This was the dragon.
Yes, the dragon's free.
I mean, a head just fell from the dragon. Must have been holding or something.
Yeah, probably. Do
Dragons.
you want to go see where the dragon came from?
Kind of, but it flew away.
I know, but we go the opposite direction.
There's a
The
lot of
dragon
places
flew
it
north.
could have come from.
Yeah. Like, as you know, there's lots of old lady heads just hanging around. So Frostford, hire a boat.
Go to Frostford.
Yeah.
Frostford.
All right, to
Alright.
Frostford.
I'm loading up Frostford right now.
We do still have our horses we bought a while back, right?
Yes.
None of them died.
Yeah.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
Horses always die.
Yeah.
They're just
Kinda
meat
maybe.
shields, basically.
Not even that. They're just convenience for convenience travels. For convenient travel. Okay, done with the horse. Goodbye, horse.
You have new horse.
All right, you guys travel down the road. You actually, so as you're going down the road, you are approached from behind you by a man on a horse.
Does it have a name?
The horse or the man?
Horse is no name.
Oh. Yes.
That's the thing first popped in my head. Okay.
Nice. So the man on the horse with no name comes up behind you and he says, "Halt, travelers! I have a message from the king." You guys halt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Which king?
No, there's only one, King Dan.
No, I mean, technically. Yes, by royal decree. I wrote this down. Let me read it. King Dan has issued the order that all recently deceased, yet returned, are to come to Anvillion, there to join the newly formed Death Division in the fight against the orcs in the third campaign.
That's persistent.
Oh.
Martin,
Every
you gonna
night.
go join us?
Yes.
Yeah.
After.
All will be promised fair compensation and promise of citizenship. However, denial of this will result in immolation.
Burial site.
Is there any undead among you?
Sorrel, you okay?
So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
Are you wearing your armor?
Yes.
Yeah. He doesn't tell the difference, and he
Not even a perception check.
passes you guys on his way.
Thank you.
Thanks for the message.
Have a good day.
Good thing he smells good.
To be perfectly honest, I forgot he was undead.
All right.
I have business in the north.
Yes.
So go join the undead division once that's done.
Really? Don't do that.
Our mission is more important anyway.
Besides that, if we can find the
The
side
hell's
that
gonna
will
spill
matter.
over if we don't succeed.
All right.
Can he get mad at us if we
You guys reach a small. Oh, I'm just kidding. You reach a.
Do you think King Dan has the scythe? He has the scythe so that he could raise an undead army.
Everything's complicated.
Oh yeah, we
go
don't.
the opposite direction?
Let's see.
I'm personally a fan of Regicide.
All right. So the setting is that you reach it. It looks like there is a medium-sized city that is essentially rebuilt within the ruins of a larger city. There's signs of explosions and destruction in the ruins of the older city. But the most interesting thing is that floating almost above the city is a ginormous wave, frozen in place,
Like a wave of water.
like a wave of water coming from the sea.
Yeah, did you think it was a giant? Giant
You said
wave.
it's floating above the city? Like
Yeah, it's like a
frozen,
tsunami
like
frozen
this.
in place, about to crush the city.
Well, that's different.
About to curl. Why is there always something above cities we're finding now?
No, last Sorrel, do you know about this wave?
Yeah, I mean, I learned about it. Apparently, there was during the fighting between the Order of the Moon and the Knights of Anvillion. There was a major burst of magic. I believe one of the Knights of Anvillion sacrificed their life and their life energy to create an orb, a well of magic, which essentially froze the wave in place, preventing the destruction of the city.
So it's been like this a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Probably stay good
hopefully.
there, as long as we.
Oh, yeah.
I see. What was that thing in Ice Age? That little creature that was.
Oh, yeah.
Unicorn.
Wait, he's running up the side bridge roll.
But yeah, no, it's quite beautiful. The sun shines through it, creating some rainbow colors. Apart from that, though, I mean, the town looks pretty normal. To the side of the giant wave, there's a small dock. There's a few boats there. Nothing like crazy, but there's a few sailing ships. But yeah.
Okay. So, hire entire ship.
To the docks.
Yes.
Docks we go.
So is there like an armor or blacksmith that I can just sell these pieces of armor I found?
There would be a blacksmith in the town.
I have two. I think I picked up two breastplates. That's not it. 'Cause they're heavy. So I offer him the two. Ask him what he'd sell for the two breastplates.
They'll give you 50 gold pieces for both of them.
That's it.
There's a. I can't remember where I read it. Somewhere in the not the DMG, the player's handbooks. Merchants are very stingy when it comes to buying back products. They buy
These are
things-
marked with the Order of the Moon, our sworn enemy. He spits on it. I'll give you 50 gold pieces.
My wife already spit and look good. Now it's spit shined.
$40.
50 gold pieces, and I doubt you'll find a buyer anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll hold on to them.
Alright. Rest of you meander onto the docks, where you meet a young man.
Are you the dock master?
Nope,
Harbor master?
but I am a captain of my ship here.
Oh. Are you
For hire?
looking for a job?
Sure, if you guys are paying.
Will you take us up yonder mountains? Past yonder mountains, not up the mountain, the other side of them.
You mean across the scrags and past the demonic dragon turtle
Sounds like fun.
and the cold, biting, wizardy winds. Chill your bones right off your flesh.
Yes.
Oh, I'm getting ready because like 2 seconds.
All right. That'll be
It's 7:58.
You got to stay for a few
a
minutes.
good amount of
to watch?
gold. Let me chalk up the amount it takes out of them.
I have an idea. What if I like?
Our group will provide
take
security,
spots,
so you need not hire
like,
guards.
take your spot, like, roll something? You need to? Like while you're taking care of this, like take a spot.
Oh, another day? I didn't mean that. I didn't know you wanted to watch a little bit longer before you left.
You know, I read about how much ships would cost a long time ago, but now I don't remember. Here it is.
Buying a ship.
We're not buying it.
Renting.
Renting ship.
Not even renting, we are
Get
paying him to
ride.
take us.
Yes.
What is that word?
Charter.
Chartering. a
Charter
ship.
boat. No, plus one fishing rod off the side. See what I can catch.
Catch up to everyone.
Perhaps before we leave, I should prepare water walk.
Or water breathing.
5,000 gold pieces. Now I'll make sure you get there safely.
Alright.
I'll give you 2,000 now and 3,000 upon safe completion of our voyage.
How about 3,000 now, and 2,000 when we get there, and I'll make sure that your secret stays with me.
Secret? Ask him who's the captain of this other ship. I'm sure they'll do it for cheaper.
All right, fine. 2,000 now, 3,000 when we get there. Do we have a deal?
Do we have a deal, guys?
I don't know. You're making it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
5,000.
It spits.
Just so you know, I don't have that kind of cash.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you
I'll
guys have
consider
got
tribute
yourselves
depending on.
a sailing
You
ship.
were rich the other day. Spend all your money.
Yes.
Nice.
I didn't anticipate we were going to go on a boat. I have no problem going through mountains.
Spending the night here before we leave. Water.
If you guys want to, there is an inn.
Yeah,
Near
let's
water,
Spend the
not
night
on
here
water.
before we go. I got walled by a tree today. Yeah, I got a death raid.
Oh, so long rest again?
Yeah, the place is called the Surf's Drink.
What's it cost to stay?
Let's see.
Oh, is that the ship? The ship is called the Surf Streak?
No, the ship is called the Podot.
The Podot.
We're going to be sailing.
Yeah, you guys enter the tavern. The tavern keeper, he says, "Welcome, welcome." He's a dwarf, a bit on the older side. He says, "Welcome, come stay at my inn."
Oh, are we staying the night here?
Yeah, stay the night.
Oh, okay.
Yes, have a good time. Pay what you will, and then he grabs a bottle of booze and he like sinks back behind the counter.
14 inside check.
He's super drunk.
So he doesn't care.
Yeah, but she's just looking for something. Just to make sure.
I'm going to spend the night in the stables.
How much to stay the night?
I'm pretty sure he said whatever you want to pay.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go, I'm assuming, up and try to check.
I'm
for
going to
empty
pay
room first.
20 gold for everyone.
Okay. You slam it on the counter, and his hand kind of just pulls it in.
Try to use it for general improvements. Thank you.
Okay.
Or another bottle.
Yeah, he'll probably just drink it, but one hopes that tomorrow he will awake with a desire for sobriety.
We'll wake up with something.
I will hope for a desire of sobriety.
So yeah,
Turning of an
I lock my room and go back downstairs to see if this innkeeper ever passes out.
Oh yeah, no, he's already out by now.
Yeah, I want to pick off him.
Okay. You find 20 gold pieces.
I take half.
Okay. Let's see, is there anything else special about this place? They have a special drink called the Tinkerer's Tincture.
Is it made from the magic wave?
No. It's dark and smooth.
Nice. That'd be fun. Just melt. Slowly mine away the wave.
The face of it, too.
No, I don't think anyone would be that dumb.
No, he seems like he would be.
Well, he would be. Just thinking that there's guards that would be like, no, don't you see? It's a hazard.
So are we long resting then?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys long rest. Nothing passes in the night. You guys wake up and it's a beautiful day.
Excellent. Great day for a voyage.
All right, yeah. You guys
Alright.
step out.
Is the boat out ready?
The Podot is ready. They came, they did their business, and now they're ready to embark. The moment you get on the ship, they let you aboard and they shove off. Now, as you're just barely taking off, Vexlar will notice that a large drop of water hits him right on the top of the head.
Did it come from the wave?
The wave is above you.
Dripping?
Well, we're leaving.
Yeah, you guys sail off.
Not our problem anymore.
Cool. It's not. We did it. We can destabilize it.
No, we stayed the night.
We didn't pick it.
Alright, let's see here. Now, I did prepare a whole bunch of ocean adventures, but I think I'm only going to do part of one of them.
So there's those other, like, jagged something. sail through them. Krieg is our captain. Captain, my captain.
How far along are you?
We have 3 months left. Due in January.
And then
At least you did this
lifetime.
during winterish time. Won't be
Dude,
quite as
being
bad.
pregnant in the heat is
That's what
awful.
people say, but I'm afraid of all the snow and the driving
Is it in balance?
and
Well, in balance.
and keeping my balance.
Did you have an issue beforehand? Like my wife and daughter are klutzy as crap.
Yeah, it's not exactly gonna help. It'll definitely accentuate it.
I'm not bad on ice and snow, but I'd rather not deal with it.
No. Maybe it won't hit so early. Doesn't sound like that's going to be the case, but
Who else is feeling really lucky today?
I already felt lucky.
I am
what are we rolling for if we feel lucky?
A D100.
Do you feel lucky?
For weather
Alright,
events. For
here we
magical
go.
weather events.
Coming at it.
Now roll.
43.
Okay. The voyage goes really smoothly. You know, all the sailors are super nice. The captain is really, really young. You learn that his name is Trasna. But a couple of days into the journey, you know, the ship's just sailing along smoothly. Somebody shouts, and everyone jumps up onto the deck, and there's a lot of commotion. And they're all standing around looking at the ground. If you guys want to go and check out the commotion.
Voyage will pull herself away from the railing, having thrown up for the umpteenth time today.
Ground like the ocean ground, or the
Like
coast?
the poop deck.
What's happening?
Somebody puked on your dick, couldn't you?
It wasn't me, I've learned.
Yeah, so for those of you who bother to get closer to see what's
I
going
don't
on.
like boats. I didn't know I didn't like boats. Now I know.
Yeah, no, it would appear that somebody has pooped on the poop deck. There is a big old log. And everyone's passing blame. And a lot of them are saying that it's the guests on the ship.
It was me.
She pooped her brains out.
Somebody's brain.
One of the sailors pokes it with a stick and it's kind of like dissecting it and says, hey, it looks like a nut in one of these.
I am
Who here ate nuts last night?
very disturbed with the idea that you were inspecting it.
Eventually, they get the cabin boy to come and wash it up.
Is it that much of an issue? Do we need to find out who did this?
Well, it's a matter of discipline, says the captain. Can't have people pooping on the poop deck.
Why call it that?
The poop deck? Why do we call it pirate's booty? You tell me.
Sorry, pooped his brains out on us.
Would you like us to find the person who did it?
Well, if you want to.
Are we honestly dedicating time and interest?
No, we ain't doing nothing else. We're just floating along.
Where else are we gonna go on the ship?
Well, I'm going back to the railing.
Okay.
I'll cast Zone of Truth.
Did any of us do it?
You volunteer?
I'll step into the Zone of Truth.
Alright, one by one, everyone goes through and admits that they didn't do it.
I haven't defecated in 2 weeks.
Eventually,
Explains his attitude. He's constipated.
they all stare at you with horror. And afterwards, the captain comes up, he's like, do you need some pickles or something, my friend?
I haven't eaten anything in 2 weeks.
Oh. Do you need some pickles or something, my friend?
No.
Okay.
Mom,
Alright.
I need the sweet fruits of vengeance.
Eventually, the skinniest man on the crew
the peel of the
steps into the circle and he says, Alright, it was me. It's not my fault. I was up on the crow's nest. I had to go. I couldn't come down. I went and I tried to throw it overboard.
The fact that you
Didn't
touched it with your
quite make it.
hand, dude, like,
I'm sorry. I was in a bit of a quandary there.
Captain, you have your man.
The captain's like, you know what? I can understand that. Just next time, just put it in like a bag or a basket or something.
Go overboard.
Or climb down and go. Alright, I need someone else to roll a d100.
So that was number 43. What's the
Roll.
Let's see. What
yeah,
we
that
got.
was a very crappy roll.
Instead of doing like an actual encounter, because I want to get to other stuff, I'm just doing some minor inconveniences.
Let's see.
I can
here.
roll my call if you want.
That. What's the
And
other
then
one?
you just
Roll if
need
you
the,
for
2 d10s or
Erheim's doing it.
just
I'm
the
gonna take
normal
Aaron.
one.
One without the zeros.
This guy.
Yeah.
3 times.
65.
Oh, yeah, Sean, do you mind
Very confusing.
starting my magic to me?
Okay.
That's very kind of you.
Alright, after the poop incident,
Poop deck.
a couple of the crew members, you know, you guys are kind of getting to know the crew members at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point. Right?
A third level. Up to a third level you can.
A couple of them will actually approach Araheim, and they'll say, "Hey, you know, you seem a pretty decent fellow, you know, cleric. How do the gods view mutiny?"
Depends on the captain, too.
I'm not saying there's going to be one. I'm curious. What would happen to one's immortal soul if they made their captain walk on the plank?
I think most decent gods would frown upon that, unless there was maybe a really, really good reason.
Really good
But
reason.
you didn't hear it from me.
All right, thank you. Then he wanders off. Yeah, and then you guys cross through these jagged rocks that are sticking out of the water everywhere. There's crashing waves. The captain, an absolute madman, just goes on the wheel, and that way he's weaving through these rocks. If anyone does get seasick,
Oh yeah, she's been seasick this whole time.
this is a roller coaster
Oh, yeah.
going through these cracks. But he comes through all right, yeah, they come up to a part of the beach. Oh, by the way, it's gotten really, really cold by this point. There is snow on the ground when they park the ship, and yeah,
So we've arrived.
you've arrived in the Tacet Expanse.
I'm gonna look at the captain and say that voyage was a lot more boring than what you described.
Right here.
Alright.
You should be glad that it was a lot more boring. Sailing around here is extremely dangerous.
Do we have our horses on the ship, or do those have to stay back?
They took them.
They
You
have
took
to
them with
have
you.
the horses. Okay.
Oh, that's
Well, here you go. 3,000 gold.
Thanks. He puts it in his little treasure. Well,
Divided into 5,000.
Nah,
You pay it?
I just call dibs on the next thing that I want.
alright, well, good luck to you. They sail off.
Put the reverse and go back.
And as you're watching, you see that there is a large thing that, as they're sailing away, you see that there's a large, like, ripple behind the ship that starts following it.
wow.
For those of you who have really keen eyes, you almost see like it's like a giant shell poking out of the water.
Must be that demon dragon turtle you mentioned.
I yelled by and Draconic just in case
Bye.
Why are you calling attention to it?
Well, yeah, you guys are now in an unknown land covered in snow. It is
Okay.
cold. Did any of you pack winter gear?
No.
I was gonna say I checked all the rooms all on
I'm
board
bored
if anywhere
first,
unlocked.
so I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah,
Well,
it's very cold.
this was a one-way trip.
Yes.
You guys are on a snowy beach.
Is there any civilization around, or did they just dropped us off?
Not that you can see. It's essentially just like there's scarce trees here and there. A lot of just snowy ground.
Let's get going. Faster we find the necromancer.
The necromancer.
Yes. The sooner we can leave.
Yeah, you guys start trekking across this frozen winter wonderland. Don't really encounter too much. It's pretty desolate. I'll say that you travel for several days on foot. Let's see. Would you guys hit anything before you get to this? Let me double check.
We're on horses.
You are on horses, which is why it's not taking weeks.
I'm pretty sure it was.
There it is. All right. I'll say that you run into just one thing before getting there. As you're traveling, you actually see in the distance there is what looks like a group of people kind of headed in the opposite direction. Not you guys are on intersecting paths, but they're heading in a different direction.
Okay.
So we're heading north. They're heading south.
Well, they're heading north. I'm assuming you guys are heading like more of a northeast.
I would like to intersect with them and get some winter clothing.
All right. Yeah. As you get closer to these folks, you realize that these aren't just normal folks. As you get closer, you realize that your perception was a little bit off. These are really large people. Matter of fact, as you get closer, you realize this is a group of Goliaths, and they're carrying a bunch of tents and sleds. And there's big Goliath men, and there's big Goliath women, and there's large Goliath children.
Well, if no one minds, I would like to engage them in trade.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Okay.
She'll go out and wait.
You wave over. One, like the biggest Goliath there, comes over. And he's like, "Well, we don't see very many travelers here,
Oh, delightful.
but it's always nice to see a friendly face."
I agree. As you can see, I am underdressed.
Yeah, you're gonna freeze your balls off here.
Yes. I'd probably establish a pair. So, I will establish the pair and then freeze them off.
Yeah, it's a process out here.
Yeah. I would like to buy more winter clothing.
All right.
Anybody else in need?
Yes, I will take some.
Yes.
Yes.
So winter clothing for me,
Winter
for
clothing.
him,
Stone cold dead.
for him, probably you. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
5 of your children's jackets, please.
Yes.
Very easy.
Wait! Can we shop at the
Before we
kids'
buy
section?
5 cents. Sorrel. Winter clothes.
No.
Oh yeah, coming right up.
Go over to there. Don't do it near here.
Okay, he wanders off about.
I'll go with him. 5 cents, please.
5 cents. Okay.
I guess does Sorrel need some?
6 cents.
Sorrel, He would have bought some
This is the
before
guy
you
that keeps
guys
doing
left.
things and bringing things
You
into the
got it.
plane that we don't want.
Yes.
So why would we do this?
Because it's not
It's entertaining.
Because it can sometimes be convenient.
Some guidance.
I got my
Some
half
guidance
plate
on
armor.
too.
Oh, okay.
You want?
That's why it has
Two?
my name
Some
on it.
guidance. Like
Oh,
Guidance.
guidance. How much?
Added.
How much does that add?
1d4.
Okay. The first conjuring does indeed pull up a pair of winter clothes.
Just one?
This one.
Oh, so still 5.
He's like,
Sora,
"Ah."
you get that pair.
Well, he already has some, so
Oh.
he can give that to whoever.
Okay. Well, Mal can take that pair.
It's been a while since I used it.
Winter clothes.
There it is.
No, I don't think there's like winter
Winter
clothes
wear.
on, so I just do a custom item.
If you got that.
Yeah.
Oops of the Winterlands.
Yeah, that'd be
A
great.
large portal opens up, 10 by 10 foot, and out falls a giant mushroom, 10 by 10 foot. The
You can
Goliaths
keep that.
behold this mushroom, and they're like, "Hey, we recognize that. It's edible. How about this? You give us that mushroom, we'll give you all the warm gear you need. Free
Ah.
charge."
Wait,
Delightful.
wait, what?
The Goliaths want the giant mushroom that came out of the hole.
Do we have a deal?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
yeah.
And they descend hungrily upon the mushroom, cutting off little pieces and starting to cook it up. Well, that was good. You guys want to spend the night with us? You know, we can do
Yes.
some drinking and play some games if you want.
That sounds delightful. Where I come from, there are frequent Goliath bands that come through.
Sweet.
By the way, these Goliaths are special. They have like knobs on their heads, like horns almost. But yeah, you guys spend the night with them. They're really gruff but very friendly. They are known as the Stonehead tribe. They are currently traveling from the mountains to the south to their summer camp, which is a special oasis of warmth that is to the mountain at the mountain to the north. But yeah, they like to gamble, and they love contests of strength, and so they invite whoever is willing to a hand wrestling contest. Excuse me, an arm wrestling contest. The biggest of them, the leader, says, "Any takers?
Yes.
Me. I'll deal you both."
Separately.
Strength do I have?
At the same
Plus
time,
the-
go.
Clunk your head
It's like-
together.
How big are they?
They're
They're
pretty big.
Goliaths. They're like 7 feet tall.
7 feet. Okay.
It counts as medium creatures. They are all bigger.
A little taller than I am.
How tall are you?
I'm here, I put him at about 6'7".
Holy moly.
Big freaking dragonborn.
Dragonborn rogue.
I've got a Goliath here. I'm just pulling it
That's
up.
still not the largest the Dragonborn could have been.
Boy, Shaw may have something interesting happening when she
All right,
attempts
so
this.
they brush the snow off of a
He's got
stump.
rage to do it.
He hits down and he says, "All right, who's going first?"
Can we cast magic spells?
Nope, magic is cheating.
Oh, okay. When I do things like this, magic happens. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Stop
that
trying to
okay?
make magic happen with the Goliaths. I'll go first.
All right. Do we want to put any money on this or no?
What?
1 copper says he loses.
Wow.
One of
Trying
the
10 silver
women
pieces.
folks speak up and say, "I'll take that back."
10 silver
10 silver
pieces says
pieces?
I win.
All right, 10 silver pieces says I win, and if I lose, then we have to drink the whole night through.
It's not like you need to sleep anyway.
13.
15.
Oh. Here's 10 silver.
I give my copper up to the
So can I
Actually,
still
you
do
said
it?
one copper
Ah,
you
well, let's
lose,
do it,
so
but
you
we'll
won
not put
one
any
copper.
money on this one.
Okay,
No,
you-
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I gave him 1
You
copper.
gain a copper.
Yay! I win.
Because it's not my fault.
I'm not
Hold on,
good at
she,
this. I have
because
no
she's
idea what
going
I'm
to
doing.
rage
Okay.
to do this. Need to get my surge table out. Where are you? Table. Where are the actions? There it is. All right, she will rage, so she can get advantage on this. Okay. She'll get it, but then she'll have to do something. No.
Hello.
Not great. All right, so total is 17. No, not even that. 12.
He's over here.
Yeah, no, he handily beats you.
Okay, as soon as he slaps her hand down on the table, poof, 30 feet away. Just him come running back. See, I told you that's the kind of thing that happens.
I threw you so hard, you ended up over there.
Exactly.
All right.
I'll be
It was a pleasure.
All right. He
Let's do
puts
10
his-
gold pieces.
10 gold pieces. All right, we're getting into some high stakes here. We're not rich people, but we'll give it a shot. All right, here we go.
16 plus 3. So 19.
You beat him. It's a bit of a contest at first, but yeah, slowly. He goes, oh, that was great. I didn't think that so much strength would come from such a little fellow such as yourself. You'll have to drink with us, as we discussed. And he hands you a leather canteen filled with an unidentified liquid. It's disgusting. It's fermented milk, non-alcoholic.
Is that even possible?
Does milk get fermented? It
I
does.
Oh, it sours.
There is alcoholic beverages made from milk in Mongolia from horses. And this is similar to that. It's disgusting.
Like, Voyage is going to drink too.
Yeah,
It's
no.
one of the few times where she will.
They're giving it out liberally. It's absolutely disgusting. You know,
Can she attempt to outdrink someone?
sure.
What kind of role do you want?
We'll just keep this simple. We'll just do a Constitution, just straight roll. I'll say that you're competing with the leader.
Okay. Oh, nice. So this is just a Constitution. So that would be a dirty 20.
Yeah, no, you drink enough of it that you're able to drink them under the table. And by that, I mean you both drink a lot.
Yeah. And after he falls, ha! And then she'll fall over next to him.
Yeah, you guys both fall unconscious in the middle of
She
the night.
does not drink.
In the middle of the night, his wife brings a pelt and lays it over the both of you. He kind of like holds on to you.
Yeah, well, she's asleep. So
Snuggles you. And,
it'll be awkward in the morning.
Wife's not jealous of that.
No, this happens every night. She's used to it. But yeah, in the morning you all wake up. You're in the warm embrace of a Goliath. Possibly others. I don't know what you did last night. Neither do you.
Checking for the axe.
Well, yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
another beautiful day.
blushes and then goes waits for everyone away from camp.
Alright. They'll actually fix you some mushroom breakfast. It's pretty good. Yeah, they'll say, "Is there anything else we can do for you before you head out?"
Have you seen anyone else around in the direction you're coming from?
Well,
Right,
there is a bit of funkiness going on to the east. So, I mean, we used to be able to travel freely to Deaddale, but all of a sudden, a couple weeks back, there was a ginormous wall of fog that is not preventing entry to the town.
That's a town?
Deaddale.
East of us.
You said it's protecting the town?
We can't. So, I mean, we don't dare go through it, but we've seen a few adventurers enter therein, and they have not returned, as far as we can
Not
tell.
in this land.
Have you heard of the necromancer of the north, which wouldn't be the necromancer of the north, be the necromancer here?
Yes, the necromancer. Yeah, we know a little bit about her. Not a lot. Those who she brings back have a bit of a reverence for her. So they don't speak very freely, but apparently she spends all of her time in her castle where she brings the dead back to life.
Where's the castle?
It's just a fair walk north of Deaddale, not too far.
Okay.
But it is also unapproachable, covered with that fog. I mean, you might be able to get through the fog. We just aren't sure what's on the other side.
Maybe we should try the fog at Deaddale first.
Yes. What is this area called?
The Tacet Expanse.
Yes.
And now the trees actually match the terrain.
I have more white ones.
Are there trees up here?
Yeah, sporadic trees here and there.
They look like this?
Yeah. It is no longer nice and green. It's
Magical ones.
arcane. More like this.
Tacet, like taciturn.
Tacet.
E-T-I-T.
E.T.
It's on the map.
Yeah, it's on the map. There you go.
Deaddale's on the map?
No.
Deaddale's not on the map.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think there was any villages up there.
The Goliaths, they wander away. The children wave goodbye.
Should pull the leader aside.
Oh.
Good times.
Oh, yeah, what happens under the oh, what is it called? No, it's
Under the influence of giggling horse milk. That is now what we are calling
let's
it.
see. Hold on.
Oh, giggling horse milk seems to fit.
Like the giggle watering.
Under the Auroch pelt, we don't tell what happens.
Auroch
Milkers and Korea carbonated sodas.
Oh, and have a bottle of Auroch alcohol for your trip.
Okay, she'll take it. What happens under the...
They pretty much chop up and take what was left of the mushroom then.
Yeah, no, they just don't it, and the rest of it they just
So what happens under the Auroch pelt?
stays under the Auroch belt. You continue on your journey?
We go east, they're going west.
You guys
South.
continue on your journey until you reach a wall of fog.
Why do you look at me?
You were coughing.
I'm not opening that door. It's gonna get too much here.
You overdid it.
What the hell, man?
It's only one little squirt.
I'm setting the mood.
I'm trying to get it away from you,
I'm
Jennifer.
mooded.
But I don't get it. But push it the other way. I'm like,
If you have allergies, my apologies. You ain't going back.
He's laying over here. Come on.
Okay.
By the way, they did have a couple of Aurochs with them.
is that helping it?
Can you get one of those?
Oh, it won't
they have
stop.
A sled.
If you guys want to take a look and see what they look like, this is it.
Oh, nice.
And to think I used to actually smoke. And now fog machines make me cough.
It's like a giant buffalo.
Cool.
But yeah, they milk those things. So yeah, you guys hit a giant expanse of fog.
Alright. I will put light on things.
Yeah, you illuminate the fog. It is very, very thick and unnaturally in place, like a wall.
Going to pick up a
Did you turn it
snowball and throw it in.
It goes through the fog like and disappears.
Do I hear it hit something? Oh. Gonna dig for a rock. Throw the rock in. Do I hear it hit something?
Not even the ground?
Pick up now. Throw them out.
Do you want to be thrown in?
We have a history of monks being yeeted into things.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Well, they usually eat themselves. Do you want to eat yourself?
Ah, heck, why not? I'm gonna jump in.
Alright, you yeet yourself into the fog where
I'll
you
follow.
disappear. So does Martin.
Are you dead?
No.
You don't hear anything.
Well,
Or
actually, yes.
respond.
Okay. They're dead. They're dead.
How? We don't know that.
Well,
Maybe
Do
they
you
can
hear
sit
them?
here. They're
You know, just for
Maybe they
funsies,
didn't
I'll
hear
say
you.
that you can
it's fog.
hear through the fog, and you do respond, yes.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we're going
Yes, we're dead. I'm dead.
in. See?
I'm not.
Obviously, he's dead.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to go back.
Yeah, you wander into the fog, and you walk around for a bit, and you end up coming out of the fog,
I'm following you.
Oh.
back where you started when you went in the second time.
second time.
You backtracked basically and came out inside it. So you're not out to us.
I'm not gonna come through.
Nope.
All right, we're going in. They didn't die. More than they.
Always
was.
important.
Yeah. I guess I want to try just step in, step out.
You can do that. You step in, you step out, and you see Martin there.
When I
And
step
now
in.
Am I
you
with
disappeared for us.
Am I with Martin?
And you
Yeah,
found Martin. On the other side of whatever it was.
All right, Boyshawn is going in.
Alright.
Thanks for not dying anymore.
Is there anyone who wishes to remain?
I yell, can you guys come back over?
No.
No, I tried stepping back and then I stepped back and it didn't work.
Yeah, this is actually an improvement to times when we cross barriers, because usually we can't see or hear. So the increase in audible awareness is actually good comparatively.
Do you guys see anything on that side?
Fog,
So when I stepped back,
clouds.
did I step out of the fog that it just was not with them?
Yeah, you essentially stepped through and ended up on the other side. But when you stepped back, you were on the other side. It felt really weird when you did it.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
So
you stepped in, and then when you went to step back out, you were on the other side.
You're playing Pac-Man, and you went through one side and you came out the other.
So instead of stepping back like how like you thought you were stepping out, you actually stepped out to the other side.
So there's a big expanse of fog.
So you went in the fog and came out inside the fog.
So you went in,
Area.
turned around, but ended up with everyone else who had already come through.
That's
So we
That's
just
weird.
jumped across an expanse of fog. Huh.
There's a snowball and a rock on the ground over there.
Aha!
In the soft snow.
Throw the snowball back the other side.
It hits Masuin.
Who threw that?
All right.
Wait.
Let's
The
go
rock
find
came through-
Dead Dale.
Can someone throw someone? Maybe they'll come back that way.
I think the only one of significant throwable ability is Erheim. But I am not inclined to throw him.
You can throw me if you want, says Sorrel.
No.
Okay.
Do you want to be thrown?
It
So
could
I'm
be
guessing
fun.
Sorrel went through as well.
Okay.
I
Just try to airplane him.
Sorrel just kind of wandered
Yeah,
in.
so you yeet him into the fog, and like a second later, he yeets back right at you.
Oh, nice.
You catch him?
You can play catch.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for catching me there.
Oh, okay.
Did it
That was,
work?
was it not obvious? Why were you looking away?
We haven't
What?
gone through yet.
You asked if did you not see? We did a whole thing. I did the airplane
still
and then I
outside.
threw him.
We're not
And he came
inside
back.
there. We're not with you guys. We haven't gone through.
I haven't gone through yet.
Oh.
Which
That's
is
why
why
we're
I asked.
yelling and saying,
Oh,
are you
I
trying to come
get
out?
it. I get
So
it.
we're not over there.
So what were you wondering about? What were?
Would I still have been hit by the rock if I
He
wasn't
asked
on the
if
other
you could
side?
throw someone.
We
I
haven't gone
did.
through yet.
No, it hit you
Didn't
because you're on that side.
Well, it worked as I anticipated
Still
it would work.
The rock did.
It obviously didn't work as person leaving fog.
Yeah, they didn't come over to this side, so.
Yeah.
So it's a one-way fog?
See, it
Unless
appears to
you're a
me.
rock.
The one, yeah, unless you're a rock or a snowball. Well, I don't know if I'm
I
rock.
throw the rock back over.
it hit somebody. It hit Sorrel in the head. What was that for?
So I guess I'll just communicate to get to this side. You just have to step in and step back.
Well, I'm going for Dead Dale.
Yeah,
So she's
start
going to
walking.
start walking for Dead Dale.
And I'm gonna follow her.
Alright. Yeah. So yeah, you guys
Are they coming?
We'll walk through. Split the
Can they
party?
still
I don't
tell
think
the
so.
direction they're headed, like north, south, east?
Oh,
Are they still
jeez. Suddenly Krishna has problem with
Krishna's
crossing
okay.
boundaries.
Wait,
Oh, I say,
are you
let
able to
Guru
get something to see if we can
Cuckoo
fly above it?
figure itself
like-
out.
Measure the height of this fog.
Uh,
See if it's like a dome type thing.
I do have animals. that I can
Something with
conjure.
the flying ability to check up or around.
Your
I'm
battery's
assuming when
running
they
low.
go through, they're going to still be heading
Oh.
east. Since that's where we were.
That's okay. I have a solution for that.
I thought he gave you this cord. Or which one's dying?
Mine.
This one.
Is that one light?
Yeah, I'll summon an owl.
The owl flies up and goes up quite a ways, and yes, the fog does in fact form a dome.
Dome in shape.
But everything we want to get to is
Will
inside.
it last 15
And
minutes?
it came about,
Right?
and we assumed about when the guy died, and death loss is sighted. Some time ago.
He dies, he dies. Oh, here it is.
No. Sure, why not?
Oh. Yeah, you guys wander off towards Deaddale, and what you encounter is this. At first, you don't see it, but you do hear it. Oop, oop, don't need that.
Process or hearing it in the snow.
Marceline and Krishna, did you guys eventually go through?
Yeah, we figured there's nothing else we can do outside the fog at this point. Everything we need to get to is inside. So we go in.
Alrighty. Need to read these trees.
Interesting trees.
Dirty trees. At first, you hear shouts of anger and also of pain.
No.
As you crest the hill,
Not the anger part. The pain is interesting.
I'll say you guys crest the hill like right over here.
Sweet.
Yes, those who have been in large-scale battles would recognize there is a battle going on.
Oh.
The sounds of clings of swords and the twings of bows echoes through the air, and as you come up over the hill, you are able to see the battle going on in front of you.
Is Deaddale under siege?
It is under siege. You aren't observed as you kind of pop up over the hill and see what's going on, but I'll just give a description. Yes, there is a stone wall. Looks like a bit of a city beyond it. The stone wall is being defended by a number of figures in armor. You see that one of them is manning a ballista. A few others have bows and are firing down upon what appear to be zombies. A whole horde of zombies down below.
On the outside of the wall.
Yep, on the outside of the wall. A few of them are pushing a siege tower.
The zombies are pushing a siege
The
tower.
zombies are pushing a siege tower.
Oh.
As they push an arm
But yeah, you also see that there is a very interesting. There's two very interesting mechanical devices running around the battlefield. One of them is what essentially looks like a mechanical turtle that.
On the outside or the inside of the ship?
I'll put it in the chat when I'm trying to describe it here.
This is all running on the outside of the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it's what I think it is. I've always wanted to include a certain item, but I'm like, it's large and unwieldy and serves no purpose.
Let's see here.
Aaron just goes up, finger guns everyone. Turn undead, turn undead, turn undead, turn undead.
We're past 5th level, so any undead that fails its saving throw, if it's below a certain CR, it's instantly destroyed.
Let's see images.
Yeah, it's with that you can see or hear you within 30 feet of you.
So you just have to get them to mob you, and then you use your channel divinity.
Oh, it's not what I thought it was. Okay, cool. Still cool. It's in images. Well, this seems like fun.
Zombies! Time to hack and slash.
We've got 10 minutes before 9. Do we want to start battle now?
What I'm thinking is, let me just describe what's going on there, and then we'll start with the battle at the beginning of
Nope.
the next session. Okay, here's the other thing that's running rampant throughout the battlefield.
Is
What in
that
the world?
is that spinning?
It is spinning. So yeah, there's tons of zombies like everywhere down here, but in the midst of them, there is essentially a horse-pulled chariot that has these giant swirling blades that's just grinding up a bunch of these zombies in its path.
That's sick.
And the other thing that is essentially it's like a slow-moving like circular wooden platform that has these big old crossbows that are firing out of it, hitting all these zombies. And these two things are going through the zombies like
Oh yeah.
a hot knife through butter. Add that to the people that are up above, and they're killing a lot of zombies. But that being said, there's a whole bunch of them coming up this way.
It seems like they have it well covered, to be perfectly honest. Getting involved, well, sounds mildly interesting. I think the zombies are outmatched.
Let's see.
Apart from the siege tower, which is just impressive for zombies to have.
Yeah, no, it looks like they have all things well in hand, and Martin, with his battlefield experience, would be able to tell you that, if things continue as they are, then they'll probably win. However,
Let's help the zombies then.
just as you guys are about to go jump out and help the zombies,
No.
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 the sun once again becomes shadowed, and a large dragon, wreathed in purple flame and black, descends upon the battlefield and just crushes the tank.
Oh.
Just lands right on top of it. Smashed.
Good thing they still have that chariot thingy.
Was it filled with cargo?
You heard shouts as it crushed.
So the cargo was people.
Yes.
Firing the crossbows.
You see that upon the dragon riding it is a dark figure, also wreathed in purple flame, wearing dark armor. And it points its finger at the horse chariot with the blades, and it explodes in a big burst of purple fire.
Oh.
The horses run off, burning. Thirdly, the figure points up at the operator of the ballista, which launched a ballista at the dragon, which hits its hard scales and bounces off. But he points up there, and the person who's manning it, he's trying to recharge it, he's suddenly struck and just falls off of the parapets. I actually have an image that I'll share with you of what you see before you.
Excuse me, are you the necromancer of the north? Oh no!
Man,
It's not.
No, it can't be him.
a torch with purple flame
It's like
as he leads a rallying cry of his forces. And they shout back, Lord Soth! Lord Soth! Lord Soth! That's where we'll end for
Have you
this.
seen him before?
Yes.
Yes. It was her boyfriend.
We actually
Creepy guy.
we unpetrified this death knight in a cave, and he was just trying to decide whether to be good or evil in this new era. And he fell in love with Krishna, who rebuffed his affections and ran to the Shadowfell. Where he
Don't you just hate dealing with men? Oh, he take a little rejection and he decides, you know what? Screw it. I'm going on a campaign of genocide.
Yeah.
Jeez, one rejection. Jeez. So sad.
Why, Cody? Why?
The campaign changes based on your decisions.
Well, he couldn't come with us, so
And also, she wasn't interested.
yeah, I wasn't from the very beginning.
Yeah,
He was
let's
really
kind of
creepy.
focus on that one.
How much?
Now that he's coming to,
How much do you guys know about Lord Soth?
Like, out of character?
That's it.
Out of character, I know quite a bit about Lord Soth.
I know nothing.
I think.
I know what he is.
You know why he is.
No.
Alright.
Knowing what he is bad enough. I don't know all the stats of Death Knight.
Oh, yeah, I don't know that